Saturday was International Men's Day. And one of the first things that I saw was Twitter's hashtag International Men's Day. And it's interesting because there's a little controversy over the hashtag itself. I mean, it wouldn't autocomplete even when it was trending, and it didn't trend very long. International Men's DIY autocompleted. And a lot of things that didn't seem to be getting a lot of attention were trending. But the very active International Men's Day hashtag did not. Now, that's not really proof of anything, but it is interesting, and it does kind of stink, but I'm not going into that. What I'm more interested in was the feminist response. The feminist response was quite interesting. And I mean, there were things that were the usual feminist responses to men's issues advocacy, and the same responses that we've seen in the past few years, with feminists ridiculing the tag, feminists visiting the tag to try to make it about what men can do for women, feminists trying to make it a he for she hashtag, and feminists trying to use it to promote their toxic masculinity narrative. And this was a particularly interesting thing because there were feminists in there that seemed genuinely interested in supporting the day and genuinely interested in making the discussion about equality. But even if they were genuinely interested, they still missed the mark. They talked about how important it is for men to not have to man up, for men to be able to talk about their feelings and talk about what's bothering them. And they left it at that. They didn't talk about the actual issues that are bothering men. They didn't talk about the things that men's activists have been bringing up, only to be shouted down by feminists for the last 20 years. It is good to see feminists finally acknowledging that male suicide is a real and valid issue, even if you don't understand all of the causes behind it. In recognition that the filters that feminists see men's issues through will affect how well feminists are able to understand those issues, I have a few points to make regarding that support. The first thing is, you're not really encouraging men to talk about what's bothering them if you have a list of what they may or may not be bothered by. You have to be willing to listen when the things that they have to talk about are not the things that you were prepared to hear. The second thing is, it does no good to talk about the value of breaking down gender roles and gender stereotypes if all you're going to do is replace them with new ones and impose those just as much as you say society imposed the old ones. You have to be willing to let men decide what it means for themselves, individually, to be men, and to teach their children what they feel is appropriate and right in adulthood. That means that women and an ideology that is centered on women are not the arbiters of what is or is not functional masculinity. That kind of brings me to the third thing, and it's really directly related to the other two. That is, men's issues discussion, including suicide awareness, is not about women. It's not about feminist ideology, and it's not about you. So it's important, if you really want to support that awareness-raising effort and that effort to reduce male suicide, that you come in with an open mind, that you're willing to listen to the advocates who have been talking about it for years, and that you don't come in with a goal of imposing your ideology and your own opinions on the discussion. Come here to listen, and you will find things that you will learn. Come here to tell us what to do, and you will find yourself shut out.